Our top story, U.S. President Joe Biden will host the Indian Prime Minister for an official state visit to the United States. The trip makes Prime Minister Modi just the third world leader after France's Emmanuel Macron and South Korea's Yeol to be invited by President Biden for a state visit and dinner. A roadmap for defense industrial cooperation is expected to be the key outcome of Narendra Modi's U.S. visit. Amid China's territorial ambitions, Washington is working to deepen ties with the world's largest democracy and seize deeper military-to-military and technology ties. Here's what the Indian Foreign Secretary said.
The next key component which will also be showcased prominently during the visit is the bilateral defense cooperation. It has been a critical pillar of our engagement, and within that, a new element this year during this visit we expect is the progress on defense industrial cooperation roadmap.
Before flying to the United States, the Indian Prime Minister gave an interview to the Wall Street Journal. Speaking on the Russia-Ukraine war, Narendra Modi said that the world has full confidence that India's topmost priority is peace. He underlined that India is not neutral but on the side of peace. On India-China ties, Prime Minister Modi stated that peace and tranquility in the border areas is essential. He said, and I quote, "India is fully prepared and committed to protect its sovereignty and dignity." The Indian Prime Minister's visit will begin in New York, where he will lead the celebrations of the International Day of Yoga at the UN headquarters on the 21st of June. Starting in 2014, the International Day of Yoga has become one of the major events in the annual calendar of activities at the United Nations. In New York, Prime Minister Modi will also interact with eminent personalities. Now, Washington, D.C. will roll out the red carpet on the 22nd of June when Joe Biden hosts Narendra Modi. The U.S. President will hold bilateral talks with the Indian Prime Minister. The Biden administration is all set to sign a deal that would allow U.S.-based General Electric to produce engines for military aircraft on Indian soil. While India can manufacture jets domestically, it is keen to get the technical know-how to make aircraft engines. India intends to produce more than 350 fighter jets for its Air Force and Navy over the next 2 decades, which could be powered by General Electric's Engine 414. Top lawmakers in the United States have invited Indian Prime Minister Modi to address the Congress when he visits the capital of the world's largest economy. Remember, the rare opportunity is granted only to the country's closest allies. On the 23rd of June, the Indian Prime Minister will be hosted by U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris and Secretary of State Antony Blinken. He will also interact with top chief executives and community leaders. Top U.S. leaders are looking forward to Indian Prime Minister's visit. Here's what the chairperson of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee said.
I wish him well in his visit to Washington. From our trade and economic engagement to our security cooperation to our people-to-people ties, the India-U.S. relationship is critically important. We have made considerable strides in recent years, and I hope for even more in the future.
Last May, Biden and Prime Minister Modi announced a bilateral initiative on critical and emerging technology dubbed as IceT. The two leaders directed their governments to work together on advanced tech, from AI to semiconductor chips and quantum computing, especially in defense.